So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do. Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lammy can't be far.
Think well.
Ghost wards cannot manifest.
How are there ghost wards here?
Demonologists really like pushing the limits of their knowledge without considering other lives.
That just makes them human. Take care.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm?
I can't find it, but I'm gonna find it. I don't see anything.
Something has me. Wards.
I don't need it. I see you though.
I can manifest now.
Keep going. What is all
Spectres.
this?
They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
Or what's this? Guess we gotta keep going. Oh, I'm not gonna fight that if I don't have to. They really are distracted.
Beware. Wards.
You don't see me?
Careful now.
I'm a tiptoe.
An Ariadne's thread leading through the void. Very useful indeed.
Very useful right until it falls apart. Then you're stuffed like force meat in a turkey.
I guess I go this way. So he's here because he's just distracting everybody. Let me do that. Two ways, I'm gonna go this way. That did nothing for me, so I'm gonna go the other way.
Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
Take all his stuff. Hand-drawn map of the Harrows with the initials ER. Two places have been circled: the abandoned mill and God's Acre Cemetery. The veil between the, I'm not saying that word again because I don't know how to, and the incarnate seem particularly thin in these two areas. A breach?
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
Ghostly apparitions can be controlled or at least shepherded with a variety of known rituals. These must be performed with great care, lest control be ceded to potentially catastrophic effects. An illegible equation.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you.
See what's up here.
What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void. So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
He's lost.
Were you stuck in here?
In the Araloo? Originally I was searching for the source of the poisoning. I may have overestimated my talents. Still, an amazing place to be stuck in, no? Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did! A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Of course.
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
You did not find the void breach beneath the mill by accident. You had help. Who taught you?
I did my research.
Suddenly, you're a man of few words.
I'd rather not involve those not present. Discretion, you understand.
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye, you can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them, the very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now at first I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
Araloo, so I can say it now. I just want to check.
Can you prove that? Where's your evidence?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Yes, we learned of it in Fort Jericho.
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. there is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
You've based all this on a peculiar smell.
Well, not only that, also observation, experience, elimination of other possibilities. As a Banisher, you surely understand that the limits of our perception far exceed the bounds of our normal attention. As a scientist, it's important to look closer, the better to understand what the Araloo is really made of. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home,
Already did.
Lemmy. But thank you.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
Back to
I
business.
What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it.
Oh,
Another botched
I guess I gotta
experiment?
go this way.
It may be native to the void.
Antea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
I thought it was him the whole time.
I was as earnest as he. Ah, the rank enthusiasm of youth. It's sickening, really.
Why are you standing in it?
Yes, I can take it.
I wasn't even gonna try.
I need a wee bit of help here. Well, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
So there's a something right here. How'd I miss that?
I'm with you once more.
I don't care, let's fight.
They never learn, do they?
I've been waiting to cross over that bridge. It took too long for me to find that. Anybody else?
Oozes through the breach. Suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side. Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
The ooze affects the incarnate too. Who goes there?
That is Lammy's teacher, probably.
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be then?
Antea, are you gonna help me?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You? It's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
Yeah, this is creepy. Let's fight his teacher. I don't know, I expected things over here.
The cries of the innocent have reached the ears of the Lord Almighty.
That's a lot.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs.
Should I know who they are? Well, can't go that way.
Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
That's gross.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Is the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
You're right. Gibbs, I thank you for your note. God himself knows times are hard. That you could not honor our last order of grain was understandable. We find ourselves in a similar position, and upon the deaths of our last cattle, must cancel our next order. Please find and close the balance of our account, which we shall consider closed, at least until times come again. God save us all from this curse.
The Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well,
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
That was Deborah. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
At this point, I'm on Deborah's side. I'm about to say, anybody else?
Back down to hell!
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume.
Probably. I gotta figure out how to get down there. Probably.
Another shadow.
What do they want?
You
Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
Yeah, I see
In
it.
here? Shite.
Apparently I can't aim.
Much better. Take care. The place is warded.
Another one. Can I get that? No. There's gonna be a boss fight. I'm gonna need Antea. Okay, not even she can walk in that.
Beware. Wards.
I do need to get rid of this ward though. There it is.
Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
Still impressive.
Yep.
Expected no less from you, Mrs. Gibbs.
Ask for help if you need it.
Yep. Wrong things. Okay, come on. Yep, that's not ready.
Raging fandom. This kind of
Oh, I was hoping that would stop you a little. And we are done.
Someone didn't want to stay dead.
Asco and his town flock are here, fled from their home. We have room for all in the Harrows. There's a mold on the wall near the front door. I shall scrape it off. The mold has turned sickly, black, and oozes between the boards. The crops, such as they were, have failed. The governor and his band of weak-hearted souls have brought the curse with them. May the Lord deliver us. The black stuff is everywhere. Folks sicken, hard of breathing and bleeding from every orifice you'd care to mention, and some you would not. The devil spits, and we are flooded with it. I am minded of 7 years ago, when plague last hit. I pray to God to grant me clemency Gibbs and my loyal and moderately capable husband Antipas the wisdom to once again out the witch. God will not help us because our governor uses magic. His boy, what's his name? The idiot. That's crazy. He put a pagan totem by the house. I tore it down. Antipas said he saw Haskell throw something into the well, and then the earth shook. What are the Haskells up to?
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden time with the governor.
That's not what Deborah was saying.
The Gibbs were not at home to rational explanations.
So the reason why they were taken was because they didn't have the protection. Like, this isn't gonna work.
No, we need to find something else.
Because it's just all over the place. This one almost works.
See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
you. Because you're a problem.
You're done.
Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Some more ooze over here.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
We'll find a way around then.
Sorry, not this time.
There's a ward.
Are those echoes we're hearing, or the shadows speaking?
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first?
I mean, I would, but I'm not.
The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
To deliver you from the way of evil, your captives are unleashed upon you.
Is this considered a horror game? This looks like a fight area.
Spectre, going for a meat suit.
Well, they didn't get the chance. What's this?
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source.
So it kind of looks like I can go this way.
This whole country is rotten to the core.
And
Oh, this is the
you're
right way,
just
never mind.
now reaching this conclusion.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off.
Oh no, I'm trapped in the story. Well, I messed myself up.
Something's concealed. Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow.
Probably Haskell.
Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion.
It's
I'm
not the
giving it to you.
time. I gotta walk all over here slow. Taking your stuff first.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
not helping me.
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
Are you new? I don't want to find
Try
out.
this on.
Oh well. Oh, that's not that bad.
I have another insight.
Seem a little bigger than the other one. Calm down.
This isn't over yet.
Try this on for size.
Does them being red have anything to do with anything?
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Obake liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence. The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them.
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
Well, we would probably go this way.
We need to stop at some point. He would be alright.
Oh yeah, this is creepy.
Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down?
Yes.
Whatever you have sown, you shall reap. Alone,
Hey, you don't want to help me?
misunderstood, so you shall remain.
A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near.
You really making me walk through this.
A ghost left a fragment of their past here.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
A set of Urim and Thummim tools of divination, and cleromancy, thought to reveal the will of God.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. Why now?
hiding the evidence perhaps of his role in the witch trial. They connected him to the demonology he used to reinforce his authority.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob.
Okay, well, time for a boss fight.
All deserted you, none supported you.
I don't want to touch this.
This can't be good.
Here we go.
Bring forward the accused.
They are two. Who are you?
Who are you?
Confess! Make them speak.
If we speak, so you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges!
Let rule in the grave. You have blood on your hands and weakness in your heart. Guilty!
Sworn to vanquish evil. You conspired with witches. Sworn to banish your ghosts. Instead, you embrace one.
The charges. Cowardice, oath-breaking, deception. The verdict. Guilty. The sentence. Pain hereafter.
Dang.
I am no witch hunter. Never was.
Never had a boss fight like this. Maybe Ace Attorney. Hope I missed.
Bloody hell. Shot me?
Whoa!
Trick.
I like your style though.
What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Ow! If I had powers like that, that'd be pretty cool. You come back. Ah!
Shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow.
How did I miss? This is a strange boss fight.
You fraud, you cold-hearted deceiver! Rise for the verdict! Alive, you banished parasite ghosts! But dead, you dare linger! Have you no shame? You indulge yourself! I sentence you to anger, to regret, and this to oblivion!
I never wanted this. I hate the very thing I've become.
Oh no! I can do that too though. And Tail's a little stronger though. Best believe. She's not been playing around this whole time. That was quick.
Banishers are guilty of poisoning the body politic. You portray yourselves as saviors sent to deliver us. But with your dark hearts, the evil only worsens. No witches! And witches must die!
We use rituals to help the living, not curse them.
I gotta
Magic
fight
is
both
only a
of them separately? I'm gonna take out red first.
Your strikes are not helping. Let me.
You say, oh no! He parried me.
This thing is mine.
Oh, they're gonna take me out.
Let me end this.
Okay. Wait, when I hit one, I think both of their health? Yeah. But I'm gonna need Antea.
Now you sound like my old parish priest.
Oh, I missed.
We have passed judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
Usually Deborah's ghost shows up by now.
Enough. Can we please get out of here? This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
I feel judged. Like I'll never be understood again. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Ignorance caused this. A raging epidemic drove them out of their minds. Unable to look within, they pointed the finger.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
How many do I need? It looks like 2.
I admit I'm enjoying the target practice.
Like you need it.
Well, we'll see how long this ride is.
That down there, I was tense. I was impatient.
The infamy's doing, not yours.
No. Doesn't change the feelings. I never thought I could feel such anger again.
They were Deborah's feelings, not yours.
That was actually quick. Can I take these wars off now? Nope.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once. One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves. The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in His name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banisher speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. 'Tis a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a man, a latter-day King Solomon. When plague struck his subjects, they turned to him for guidance and protection, for they were God-fearing folk, and he was a godly king. The king's captain walled the sick away, but the plague spread on. The people grumbled. The king thought he might fall. He needed a sacrificial lamb.
You lose the run of your tongue, Mr. McCraith, and of the head to which it's fixed. There was no lamb. There was a trial, fair and lawful.
The trial was not fair. You had no proof, and you knew it.
Credible witnesses gave believable testimony, sir.
Witnesses like Gibbs, who pressured you into a guilty verdict to avoid being suspected of witchcraft yourself.
There was pressure, I'll not deny it. But I did what I did to protect the colony. It was a difficult time.
The picture of yourself that you hold in your mind is that of a great occultist.
To repel the devil, the wise and fearless man must learn the Black Spy's tricks.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more, no thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was, then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it, belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
After some consideration, I have decided to sacrifice.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it. Hell's bells!
Friends, have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
Oh, they all looking away now.
Oh, Mara. Oh, God. To the living.
Death to the dead.
What you doing here?
This is unfair.
Is the evil gone for good?
Not quite.
Then who will protect us? I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, I'll try. Now let's all return to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions. Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
After all this, don't forget to rest.
I can't 100% say that he deserved it, but he did. He's part of the reason why we're in this mess. Choices. Choices are always a thing. Fusion. Taya can merge with Red to deal increased damage for a short time. This allows the couple to tear through powerful spectral webs. In combat, Taya can combine her ethereal powers to Red's fighting skills and increase his banish damage.
So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the Nightmare's influence, we could use the Void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the Void Breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you?
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue, and for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
They know no better. They know only fear and hate what they cannot understand.
Especially when a woman is involved.
It matters not now anyway.
A woman died for nothing and it matters not?
What matters is what we do now. Which wrong we set right.
I've taught you well. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented, though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera and listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
But something did happen. Something happened to Deborah, and then something happened to you, and now we are both paying that price.
You still have your life.
What's it worth if it's plagued by the murder of all those I killed?
We made a choice, Rory. You made it willingly.
Aye, I did. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.